I'm going to be fairly kind to Tim because he stepped up last minute and it's not his fault. And I remember that most of his introductions have to do something with his humor deficit disorder, which is really ironic because I've never met someone with quite an abundance of humor the way Tim does. It almost seems like that should probably be reversed in some way, and we need to figure out a way to drain some of that and give it to some of the more boring people I know at my work and things like that. But I'm really happy that you stepped up today, Tim. Thank you so much, and please welcome our first evaluator, who is Evaluating Ricardo, Tim Gibson.
I felt I had to step up. He wasn't going to stop. Ricardo, this is your second speech. Second speech. And the word that I would use to describe your speech today is persnickety. It's ironic that that is today's word of the day and the best word to describe your speech. A lot about small details. Your speech was a lot about small details today. Now, Ricardo, you have an enormous amount of energy. And that is reflected in your speech. An enormous amount of energy. You have a great amount of passion about economics. Obviously, as a reflection of what you're studying currently in college. And I would have to say, if someone said, I'm going to get up and give a speech about the euro, I would probably say, well, this is going to be a thrilling speech. But it was very interesting. And your use of the time machine was a great tool to keep people focused, because your speech was about organizing a speech, and you used the time machine as the methodology, and you kept going back to the time machine as a method to explain where we were in the speech. Okay, now we're 1999. Now we turn the clock. We're in 2002, or whatever the dates were. That's a great mechanism by which you move people through the story. Again, this is the second speech. The other thing that I liked about what you were doing with your speech is you were talking in a way to everyone that everyone could relate to the story of the euro by using a persona that you gave each of the nations, the Greeks, the Spaniards, or whoever, Spain, whoever. Although you did do an Irish accent, so we'll let you go. But you were embodying interest in these nations by the fact you were giving them a personality. Great tool, great tool. You did use a little bit of notes, but I think that's fine for where you're at currently in your speech. And I think I sensed one time you kind of lost your place momentarily, but that's fine. I think that's for where you are in second speech, great thing. Two items I would suggest for improvement in your next speech. You have great eye movement and body movement in your speech, but you're not actually making sort of contact with the audience as you're moving. You were rapidly scanning the room. You're here, you're there, you're there, you're here, you're there. I think you need to slow down in that and really kind of focus on people individually in the audience to generate a little more interest. You actually used a great pause in your speech. I think at some point you were here and you actually stopped for a second. I think you need to incorporate a few more pauses, because you're very much about the energy of your speech and you're eager to get it out there. But I think you need to take a moment at certain points and kind of pause for a second. And a little less foot movement. You were kind of dancing. You were here, you were here. I know you went back to your imaginary time machine, but you were very much about this, and you're kind of back. And I think you actually kind of stood a little more. When you look at the video, I'm sure you'll take a look at it. But there was a lot of movement, and maybe just a little less of that, a little more focus on the audience, a few more pauses, and I think you'd have nailed it. Thank you very much.